Hey everyone, I'm Amanda with Sweet Pieces, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about a really cool technique to create an authentic wood looking finish. So we had a client in the store, we had a piece already done. It was done in Java Gel. It had a Java Gel top and an Uptown Acro body, which I'll show you in just a minute. And they wanted the top to look like this, which is another piece that we had finished in the store. So the way that we did this piece was we used Uptown Acro, and then we went ahead and used the Van Dyke Brown glaze from General Finishes directly on top of the paint. So normally we would use Scumble or a clear glaze medium to give it, so that we can kind of drag it and move the glaze around. But in this case, we didn't do that. We actually just went straight with the glaze, and it created a really cool look. So we're gonna create the same finish, and I'm gonna show you how to do it, so come on over. Here's our dresser, and this was done, was this Uptown Acro, or was this? It was, okay, yes, they're telling me yes. I thought maybe it was antique white for a second. So anyway, you can see the base here. I think this was actually done with antique white, and then we did the brown wax on it. This also has a little bit of gilding wax on it. I have another couple videos on that. So hi there, welcome. So definitely take a peek at those. So here are the products that I'm going to use today. Van Dyke Brown Glaze by General Finishes. I have my two favorite chip brushes, a 2-inch and a 4-inch. And then I do have my Scumble on hand. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but I just have it here to be preemptive. And then shop towels, my favorite. So all of this stuff, if you're wondering how to get it, available on our website, sweetpieces.com. Hey, John. Yes. Steve, could you do me a favor and get me a little plate, please? Okay. So I'm going to need a little plate if I want to use my 4-inch chip brush because the can is too small. But I'm going to just show you how to do this. I'm probably going to use my 4-inch just because it's going to do a larger area, which, I'm all about get it done quick. So I'm going to take a shop towel and I'm going to fold that up, and then I'm just going to show you how to do the edge here. So I'm just going to run this along the edge, and this is not meant to be perfect or consistent. As you saw on that other piece I showed you, it's meant to kind of look a little bit messy. Perfect, thank you. And then I'm just going to take my rag here and kind of wipe it back, and there you go, easy peasy. So now I have a little plate. I'm going to scoop some of my glaze out onto a plate. And the reason why you would normally use Scumble when you're using the glaze on top of matte finish paint is because matte finish paint is very porous and absorbent. So it wants to kind of suck in whatever you put on top of it. So a glaze would normally slide around the surface, but in this case with the matte finish paint, it will kind of absorb in. So if I needed to use the Scumble to help me kind of move it around, that would be the product that I would want to use. But this is a little bit of a different technique because I do want it to be a little bit, I guess we'll call it haphazard. So I'm dipping into my glaze here. We have a customer who's actually waiting. They're waiting to pick this piece up. They're desperate to take it home today. So I need to get this done really fast. So I'm just gonna take this glaze and I'm just gonna get it on there, brush it on there. I'm gonna move my Scumble because I'm thinking I probably don't need it. I do have a couple of other videos on YouTube, on our channel, on how to use the Scumble. So definitely pop that on if you wanna create a more consistent glaze look. So I'm just gonna kind of spread this on, and then I'll take my rag and I'll kind of wipe this back. So, I mean, you can work in a larger section. You can work in a smaller section. With this technique, it's kind of like it doesn't really matter because you don't want it to be perfectly consistent. You see here, it's a little bit darker, it's a little lighter here. I want that kind of inconsistency. So I'm digging that. That's looking good. Okay. Little do the owners of this piece know that it's going to be famous. Famous piece on YouTube. So I'm going to scoop out a little bit more glaze here. And the glaze comes in two sizes. You can either get it in a pint or a quart. The pint will go pretty far. I mean, you'll be able to do a bunch of pieces with a pint. So you can see here, it's kind of moving around nicely. If I were to have the scumble on here, it would really be moving around, and I would be able to wipe it back a lot more. It would not be this dark. You would more so see the white coming through. So now I'm gonna wipe this. I wanna see what happens here. If this is gonna stay just as consistent, and it is. It's not wiping anything back that it shouldn't be. Very cool. Okay, good. And then I'm just going to continue. So really that's it. This is a great way to create that lighter colored wood that we're digging right now. It's kind of driftwoody. If you wanted to create more of a driftwoody effect, what I would do is I would layer another color on top of this after it's dry, like maybe a gray, or a black would be really nice. So there's a lot that you can do with these kinds of techniques, which is great. So thanks for watching today. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Want to learn more? Subscribe now.